As I mentioned earlier, America's bureaucracy is rated as one of the world's best, yet it has a poor public image. Americans tend to think of it as wasteful, inefficient, unresponsive. Now, to some degree, that's a curious reaction. Studies have shown that Americans are quite satisfied personally in their encounters with bureaucratic agencies. They like some federal agencies, particularly those in the Defense Department. But there's no evidence that the Defense Department performs any better in its sphere than other agencies do in their sphere. Nor is it the case that people everywhere dislike bureaucracy. In some countries, bureaucracies have a good reputation, even though studies indicate they perform no better than their American counterparts. So what explains Americans' reaction to their bureaucracy? I think it's largely a matter of the American political culture. From the nation's beginning, Americans have had a distrust of political power, of government. It's the reason the framers separated the powers of government in order to limit that power. And that particular thread of thinking, that particular idea about the role of government has continued through American history. And there's also the case that Americans put a lot of emphasis on the private sector, much more than on the public sector. A recent Gallup poll asked Americans whether they had a positive or negative image of free enterprise. 86% said positive, 10% said they had a negative image. That's starkly different from how they think about government. Put big and government in the same sentence, and you're likely to hear an expression of mistrust from Americans.